I had not seen Big Fat Liar in over a decade, and as I was rewatching it, I was able to perfectly remember every single scene and quote half of the movie. I don't know why, and that's not really important, but I wanted to get that out there. Big Fat Liar is the result of an actor receiving full creative control of their character and then being allowed to delve into their character's mind and do whatever they want. Paul Giamatti might have been clinically insane from acting in Planet of the Apes and Big Mama's House prior to Big Fat Liar, which allowed for him to unleash everything inside of him for his role as Marty Wolf. However, before we get to know Marty Wolf, we need to meet our protagonist, Frankie Muniz. Malcolm out of the Middle plays Jason Shepard, who's just your average early 2000s teenage slacker. He starts the movie skating to school when Taron Killam from SNL steals his board, causing Jason to be late, allowing us to see just how much of a big fat liar he really is.
See, my mom made Swedish meatballs for dinner. It's my dad's favorite. And he was so excited, he accidentally swallowed one whole. It was awful. He started choking, his face turned purple, the meatball was literally bulging out of his neck. We rushed him to the ER. I kept trying to write my paper in the waiting room, but it was too hard.
Unfortunately, he eventually gets caught and is given 3 hours to write his paper.
1,000-word story in 3 hours?
That should be no problem, since making up stories seems to be your God-given talent.
And just like that, Jason Shepard has been completely obliterated by his own father. His own blood has sent him into the Shadow Realm. Jason does write his paper with 15 minutes to spare and races to hand it in, but gets hit by a limo driving my man, Paul, hungry like the wolf, Giamatti. It is here where we get our first real glimpse into just how far gone Paul Giamatti truly is.
Oh, really? Why don't you tell me more about that?
Paul Giamatti is blackmailed into giving Jason a ride to school, but Jason's paper is left in the limo. Since Jason doesn't have the paper, he gets put in summer school. Meanwhile, Paul Giamatti took the paper and is making a movie out of it. Jason sees the trailer for the movie and realizes what has happened. He flies to LA with Amanda Bynes to confront Paul Wolf. Meanwhile, Paul Wolf was wrapping up another movie with Will Smith from The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and the chicken from The Ballad of Buster Scruggs. Jason and Amanda Bynes get a ride from Donald Faison, who is now a limo driver after almost costing the Titans the game in Remember the Titans. They try to meet with Marty Giamatti, but he kicks them out and burns Jason's original story. They need time to plan and a place to stay. They break into quite possibly the best place in the world with an obligatory rock montage.
We go shopping.
Their plan involves them observing Paul Giamatti and then sabotaging him to clear Jason's name. And not that I like the idea of canceling people, but Marty Wolf would definitely be canceled if this came out today.
I am. Jocelyn Davis, Senior VP of Publicity.
Yeah? Sure you're not Senior VP of Twinkies?
Before Paul can sexually assault his monkey, he goes for a swim in his pool filled with blue dye while Hungry Like the Wolf plays. Now they could have picked any song, but they chose Hungry Like the Wolf by Duran Duran. Why? To symbolize that this man, Marty Wolf, has not eaten anything all day and is eagerly awaiting his breakfast. Then, Paul Wolf comes out of the pool completely blue and then uses shampoo filled with orange dye. Paul Giamatti is blue. If that is not the funniest thing you've ever seen, then I don't know what is. That is hilarious. He is blue. He is blue. He then gets set up and goes to the Clue House where he gets beat up by a bunch of little kids. When he leaves, we get the best use of blue by Eiffel 65 maybe ever. Then, Paul gets screwed over more when a protein junkie runs over his car with a monster truck, so he has to get his car towed.
They told me to pick up a little blue car. They didn't say anything about a little blue man.
Paul gives a speech at a movie party, but these people do not care what he's saying because they are all wasted and half of them probably just did coke in the bathroom. Jason recruits everyone that Marty Giamatti has screwed over and plans to expose the wolf. During the plan, we get to see Paul Giamatti jump out of a car, jump out of a plane, have a showdown with a stuffed monkey, look absolutely insane.
You can't outrun the wolf, kid!
And we get to see Frankie Muniz' stunt double jump off of a building. Then, Jason lives out half the people in Hollywood's dream by successfully selling a screenplay. The end.